Cool. Welcome to this week's edition of a Thinking Boy podcast. I'm your host, Cesar Perez, with
Gilbert. So
appreciate you coming back, bro.
hey, man.
Almost a year.
I know.
Almost a year to the day.
Yeah.
That the last time we recorded, bro.
Yeah. August
like 4th, I think. I was looking at. Yeah. So we're close.
Yeah, pretty close.
So what's happened in a year, man? Catch me up. Catch me up on everything, bro.
I became an astronaut.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm already like certified to go to the moon. So, catch me in that Tesla and
catch
that
you in
shit.
Space.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. Same old, bro. I mean, I've entered into a new relationship now. That's her right there. She likes trains, so I got a train for her ringtone. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. And just making music here and there. And obviously, this project that's coming out.
Yeah, we're gonna do a track by track breakdown later on.
I really appreciate that.
Of the album on you sent me an early copy. I was able to listen to it.
Yeah.
We'll do that a little later. But that'll be out by the time this is out. Yeah, that comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, see, so tomorrow you'll be able to listen to the album, come back here, or listen to one track, come back here, and kind of like hear the breakdown.
Yeah.
Apple Music does it sometime. I don't know if you ever noticed. I don't know.
Really?
Do you have Spotify or Apple Music?
I have Apple Music.
Okay,
yeah.
so it'll do it on certain albums where like I think there's this dude named Zane Lowe. He's like an interview guy.
Yeah, Zane Lowe. Yeah,
and he'll interview, like, when Gorillaz dropped their last project, he did an interview with, like, Damon Albarn, the main dude from Gorillaz. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of, like, brought up a track and was like, oh, well, tell me a little about this. And then he'll, like, break it down and shit like that.
Dope.
It's nice, bro.
Hey, this is it, bro.
Caesar Lowe, bro.
I appreciate you, bro. Like, straight up, thank you for hitting me up.
The timing worked out so well because I needed a guest. I had a guest cancel, and I'm like, man, I need a guest this week. Yeah. And usually, like, when I record, I prefer recording during the weekend. Yeah. But during the week, I'm like, all right, Wednesday is like the best because I could do it Wednesday. Yeah. I can edit it like real fast now, so I edited like Wednesday night. It'll be up in the morning, Thursday. Yeah. And you were just like, yeah, let's do it. Thursday, I got a project coming out, and I was like, oh shit, hell yeah.
It worked out. The universe is with us.
They knew, bro. Yeah. I appreciate the Chick-fil-A earlier. We got the cup. If you're watching this on YouTube,
bro. We're trying to get that sponsor. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
With this entire podcast is gonna be curse free, by the way. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. We'll keep we'll eat Chick-fil-A. We eat a nugget every time we curse, bro. Yeah. Oh my god, dude!
But we had the spicy chicken sandwich with bacon, lettuce.
What did you? Yeah, is that what you got me?
Tomato and pickles.
Oof, that was delicious, bro.
It came with pepper jack, but I don't like cheese, so I told him no cheese on mine.
So you didn't get it on with cheese either?
Yeah, no. But I didn't know if you had like a cheese.
Is that because of the lactose thing?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. So it really is
out there, man.
My bad, bro. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm reaching my 30s.
So you're really like, damn, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. I really don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah, no, it's gonna happen.
How are you with like ice cream though?
Same
For real,
thing, bro. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll feel bloated.
Really?
Yeah. Like I'll be like, oh man, I still eat it.
That's what I heard that you could eat it, just like you have to like decide when to eat it. You feel me?
Yeah. If you're gonna be home, bro, and movie night, go to it.
Jesus Christ.
Just know that you're gonna be putting the movie on pause like a couple of times. Yeah,
I'm not looking forward to that, bro.
No, hey, man. No, but I highly recommend oat milk.
Dude, I like almond milk. I never tried oat milk. I heard it's good.
Almond milk is where I started, right? And then I went to coconut milk, which I prefer coconut over almond milk. It just has a different flavor, bro. But my girl, she bought this oat milk, and it's by the brand Khalifa. I think it's Khalifa. And like, y'all go ahead and sponsor us too. Hey, but it's really good, bro. I highly recommend it, man.
How are you? Are you like a coffee guy? Does that affect you?
I am a coffee guy, yeah. But I drink it black, like no sugar, no cream. Yeah.
I have a couple friends that drink it just black, bro.
Yeah, it's good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I think Starbucks has one because right now I buy the it's funny because like this week I've been drinking like a coffee before I go to work. Yeah. Because it's been so hectic like the past couple weeks. This week's pretty chill. Yeah. But I still feel that like. I think because I drink it on an empty stomach. That I feel like wired. Like the first hour and a half, I'm like good to go.
Do you lose your appetite?
You know what? Maybe. I don't
lose my appetite.
I don't really eat too much. I our first break's at like 9:30, and I clock in at 6:30. Mm-hmm. So there's some time there. So by the time 9:30 rolls around, I'm like a little hungry. Yeah. So it depends, but I've been drinking their like espresso thing. You know the glass ones they sell? They sell like a bigger one that's like kind of like a cold brew kind of thing that you just pour out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, honestly, it saves me a lot of money, to be honest with you. Cause it's like $5 and it's like way bigger than the glass one. Yeah. And I've been drinking that like every morning, and but they have a one that's just black. Yeah. Like plain, and I'm like, damn, I'm really debating on like getting it, bro. Yeah. Like for the house or what? Mm-hmm. You have a Keurig or no? Nah, I don't, bro. I heard that's the shit though. I have bought one for like a family member there. One of these years, I think. Yeah, I have a Keurig that my sister, passed on to us, and like, it's pretty good, bro. Like, it gets the coffee brewing. Mm-hmm. It's an older model, but it's still pretty good. Oh yeah, dude. And you just get the little K cups from like Sam's. You can go to Sam's and buy the K cups. Oh, you know what? Walmart has some cheap K cups. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. They're like the Grand Value. Mm-hmm. So they got like cappuccino. They got like different kinds, and it's pretty cheap. It's pretty good. Yeah, bro. You just put it on there and like.
How long does it usually take? You pop one on there.
Maybe like a minute.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's actually very good.
Yeah.
We have a coffee machine at work, but I never fuck with it. First of all, I don't get there early enough to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Especially like now that like me and my brother like drive together, I'm like, we just go.
Yeah, yeah.
Like at 6, like this morning, he was like snoring and shit at like 6:01, and I'm like, are you awake?
You need to eat a nugget.
Oh. Hey, Chick-fil-A. You sponsor these nuggets, and, you know what I'm saying? I'll gain like 10 pounds like on air, bro.
Every curse word.
I should get like, I have a jar.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of hard, bro. That'd be kind of hard. But like, I have a jar of coins. I don't know if you've seen it.
So you're gonna replace the coins with nuggets?
So I have pennies, bro. So like, I have a jar, and we could place pennies. Every time we curse. Mm-hmm. That could be a little too much, though. I don't know, but it's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. It'll sponsor the podcast, bro. So
because I listened to your album, and you don't really curse too much. Every once in a while, you'll throw one out there like ass or something like that, but nothing too crazy.
Wait, I say ass on my album?
I think so. I think on one of them. I take it up the ass or something, bro.
What? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, but I don't take it up the ass.
Yeah,
but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, yeah.
But I don't take it up the ass.
I think you're referring to someone else, like taking like a word, like, you know what I mean, like took something wrong or some shit.
Yeah, don't take it up the ass. Yeah, just say that. Yeah, like, but don't be uptight, basically.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but is that like is that like a conscious thing, or like how are you on the regular basis with cursing? Because I've been honest, be completely honest with you, bro. I've been cursing like since a kid. Since I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Oh, I'm gonna tell your mom.
She taught me. She taught me straight up.
Dang.
So like, it's always kind of been a thing that obviously like in school or like professionally, like I don't really like do it too much.
Right.
But if it's just like me and my boys hanging out, then I will kind of like let a couple slip. It depends on what I'm doing, to be honest with you. But I'm like conscious of like, oh, I probably shouldn't curse. Yeah. Or actually, when I did like a solo YouTube video reviewing Blue Lock, which you could check out on YouTube. Please, like, run the views up.
Go check it out.
It's really good.
Share.
I'm really proud of that video. But on that one, I was like, yo, I can't curse on this. Mm-hmm. And there were so many times where I have like so many cuts of like me being like fuck, or like me like saying certain words. I'm just like, how is it with you? Do you even think about it, or are you kind of like? Because it doesn't seem like it's like too much in your vocabulary, bro.
I think it just depends, honestly. I don't feel like I'm a better person for not cursing, but I do curse in certain situations, like when I feel,
So what cuts you off or something like that, bro?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I call them all the nice words in the vocabulary, the French dialogue that I have. So they hear they don't get to hear all the French words that I say, but they know it. They can see it on the rearview mirror. Mm-hmm. They can tell that I'm saying a couple of bad words here and there, but yeah. awkward silence into the stare.
I just wanted to let that out there. I just wanted to keep that out there for a little bit, bro.
No, but I like whenever I was in 6th grade, I cursed a little bit, I think, but it wasn't like too profound. Mm-hmm.
I think whenever I got to high school, that's whenever I started, like, you know, really letting them out.
Growing up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
I guess my surroundings, you know?
No, but, for sure. That's one of the reasons why, like, the way where I grew up, like, it just was something that, like, happened, bro. Regular interactions, like, where people were cursing.
It comes natural.
Especially in school. Especially at, like, middle school to, like, honestly, elementary. But, like, middle school to, like, high school. It's peak, bro. Yeah. That's the peak where it's like in the morning, just cursing, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, whether it's me or other people, I'll be on my phone. People get into a fight earlier in the morning and stuff, and they're cursing like crazy. Yeah. But I never would think about it. Yeah. It's not until I deal with someone that doesn't curse that I'm like, I'm like trying to watch my words. Like, damn, I shouldn't like.
Oh no, you can curse. Like, I was just fucking around. Like, you can say whatever. It's your podcast, bro. You know.
No, for sure, yeah. But I was just asking you, like, how's that, like, on a regular basis? Because I imagine, like, your job, you're not trying to, like, curse or anything like that.
Oh, I do curse on my job. Yeah, I do. Like, if somebody's getting on my nerves, like, but I won't, like, let it drag out too long. You know, it'll just be a brief moment, and then in my mind, I'm like, fuck, you know, but. It is what it is.
It kind of just passes.
It just passes by. I have to let it pass by, otherwise I'm just gonna sit there and like think about it and let it go round. Yeah. You know.
I often wonder. I'm like, man, because I've interacted with, especially at work, where people are like, usually like higher ups that are like they don't curse or like you have to be more professional. Yeah. And I'm like, you curse. Like, I know you curse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I know you curse. Why are we like trying to like play around? I know you're cursing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I said, I never had a problem with it. Now, if it's a little excessive, where it's like every other word, is a curse word, I'm like, all right, like I get it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, calm down. Yeah. But yeah, that definitely is something I've been trying to like be more conscious of. Yeah. That and saying like the N word, bro. Because like growing up here, like just saying like the slang N word. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get like demonetized or anything. Yeah. But like growing up on the north side, my cousins and shit, they would say it all the time. Yeah. Even me and my brother still throw it around. And I'm just like, man, I've been trying to get better at like cleaning it out of my vocabulary. Yeah. No, I don't use that word.
But
you heard it, no? I imagine like growing up.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've been called that, and I don't know, like it just, I don't feel a necessity for it. You know. You can call me that all you want, but. Because they have that love for me, you know?
Exactly.
But I'm not going to say it back because for why, you know? Like,
I feel you. I think just me growing up, like, it's something that I heard all the time, and I would say it. And, like, it depends on who I'm with as well, bro. Like, if I'm with, like, my cousins, they'll say it, still say it. Yeah. And I'm kind of like, oof. I, like, think about it. Yeah. And depending on the situation, I would like be like, all right, like a little more loose, like okay. Yeah. But then other situations, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It just depends on who you're hanging around with. Like if you have a close knit group of friends, and y'all talk like that, you know, like in a respectful way.
Exactly.
Then you know, to each their own. But me, no.
Never.
No.
Nice. Yeah.
So
trying to be like you, bro.
Nah, man. Just I whenever I started making music, I can't remember who told me, but they said make your music be radio ready. Glitching?
I don't know what opened up. I think Twitch opened up.
Oh, okay, it's twitching.
Right, we're so good.
They're like, hey man, why aren't you giving me?
Why aren't you live right now, bro?
You need to come play. You know,
I've been thinking about like doing like a live podcast, and just like having like the chat going on and maybe like interacting with the chat. But I don't know, I feel like it'd be cool. So chaotic. Yeah, it could be cool, but like, what if you just went on like a racist rant right now, bro? What am I supposed to do? You know, that's live. That's out there right now. I can't cut that.
I'm not racist though. That wouldn't come from me. But
I couldn't cut that out.
It depends on who is gonna come on here. You know, like, do your research. So
well, they started freaking out, bro. They're like, "Oh, cut that out." I'm like, "Ain't no cuts. Yeah, we live, baby." I'm not worried about myself. I've gone live before, like gaming and shit. So I'm pretty like, I'm comfortable with it. Yeah. But other guests, I feel like they'd be like, "Yo, cut that out," and I'm like, live.
Like showtime. Like that one video with that guy. He's gonna rap. He's gonna freestyle or whatever. You seen it?
I think so. Is it like a bad freestyle?
So he's like, years ago, and then he's just looking at the camera. He's like, years ago. And he's like,
yo, I think I know what you're talking about,
and
bro.
He goes, we live. But he looks at the at the host.
Isn't he like, I take a time for a second or something like that? He like really like, he just doesn't know.
No, she's like, you want to read off of your notebook?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I know, but straight up though, like I saw like a newer video where he actually came by. He came back. He did the same verse and he finished the whole thing, and it's pretty good, bro. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's really good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so go check it out.
How do you feel about that? Because last time I think you were on, we were talking about like how do you get started in music and stuff like that. How do you feel about that? People that like if they're freestyling per se, but like Drake kind of did it where he had like the BlackBerry, and I see certain artists now that they have like their phones out. Yeah. And they'll like kind of use that. Do you view them different anyway? Is that like different to you? Like it's not a complete freestyle off the dome. Yeah. But how do you take that like as like a rapper?
Well, I'm not a rapper.
I would say
I wouldn't consider myself a rapper. But I would assume that for a person who is very competitive and in the rap
into
field,
like hip hop.
Yeah, and in hip hop they'd be like, oh, that's whatever. Me personally, I forget my own lyrics all the time. Right. Like. In one of the songs, like we'll talk about it, I do mention something around that, aspect. So I don't really care, to me, I would like to be at a stage and like be able to have my phone with me and like read off of there so that I can just give a more proper performance for the people, A
more like complete performance.
So that I don't mess up. And like whenever you're doing karaoke, what do? You're looking at the screen so that you can like.
Yo, you want me to make a confession right now, bro?
What's that?
Karaoke terrifies me, bro.
Why?
I don't know. One time I went to a bar and I seen this dude like who did like Queen and shit, and he was like making like a real show of it. And I was like, man, I do not ever want to do that. And I haven't. I've never done karaoke at all.
Was it like a cringy moment or
like it was just a long song, bro. He did like Bohemian Rhapsody and it was like 7 minutes. And I was like,
and nobody sung along?
Certain people did. Yeah. And it wasn't bad. He didn't like I feel like he picked it for a reason. Yeah. And he didn't sound too bad. But I guess you're not supposed to sound good, right? It's karaoke.
I mean, it depends, man. If you're a good singer, then you're gonna sound good.
It just terrifies me. That's one of the few things that like legit. I'm just kind of like I don't ever want to do that.
Well, it just depends on the songs, bro. Like, there's shorter songs. I'd say do it, cause you gotta cross that off your bucket list, bro. Like,
it's one of the few things that legitimately like I'm just kind of like kind of makes me uncomfortable, bro. Not gonna lie to you, cause like speaking,
I'm purposefully gonna like invite you to a karaoke night. And I'm gonna be like, all right, Caesar, pick your song, bro.
You know who Uncle Tino is, no?
Yeah.
He hosts it.
Yeah.
He hosts
Shout out to
Uncle
Tino.
Shout out to Uncle Tino. He hosts it like every week, I think, every Tuesday or something.
Bro, I've had the like honor to be able to sing with him.
Yeah?
Yeah. I picked Like a Stone.
Oh, okay.
By
what's Like a Stone? That sounds familiar.
Audio Slave.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, Gilbert, you mind if I sing this with you? I'm like, yeah. So we were both singing.
How hard is it, bro, reading the thing? That's what fucks me up, the teleprompter.
The thing is, like, you pick a song, or I pick a song that I know. I don't pick a song that I don't know. Cause
right.
You're just going to mess up the
I think that's probably what's throwing me off, bro. Is that, like, me not knowing the song and me, like, trying to like, keep up and stuff. I was like, man.
Well, that's why you pick a song that you know, bro. Like, name one right now that you can, like, what's a song that you know from top to bottom without having to read the lyrics?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song, bro.
There you go. They have that one there, so you can
Oh, bro, I'll knock that out the park. I was singing it earlier as like a joke. My brother didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah. He doesn't know who Fresh Prince.
Nah, he's younger. He's like, how old do you think he is? Because he looks older. Who do you think is older, me or him? Obviously, I'm older, but like, just looking at us visually, he got the hair, he got the beard.
Yeah, I feel like you're around the same age.
See, he's 20.
He's 20.
Oh, no, he's 19. He's going to be
19?
20.
Wow.
And I'm 26.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow. Okay.
That's wild, huh? Yeah. But no, he looks older. He's only 19.
Wow.
So no, he doesn't know. Well, he didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I think he knows what Fresh Prince is. He just he didn't know the theme song.
Did you tell him it was that guy that slapped that other guy?
Yeah. I was like, it was like Deadshot from Suicide Squad. He smacked Chris Rock, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
How do you feel about that? That's kind of off topic, but what you feel about that? Kind of lost his cool a little bit, smacking him.
Like, oh man, I don't know, bro. Like, I just
put yourself in old Chris Rock shoes. You make a joke. Tasteful, distasteful. I mean, I don't think it was that bad, honestly.
No.
Kind of like he's a host, kind of roasting people. I feel like that's the job of especially the Oscar host.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Big Willie comes up and smacks you, bro.
Well, I would be on the ground.
You and Chris Rock are on the same side.
I'd be knocked the fuck out, bro.
You think so?
On the floor, yeah.
Nah, no way. You could take him.
I'm pretty sure Will Smith's hand can fit.
He's big. I ain't gonna lie. He's a tall dude.
I don't know how tall he is. I'm pretty sure like it could be on my face, like I just.
He's for sure over 6 feet, right? I mean, he's definitely 6 feet.
I'd just be on the ground, bro. I think.
Will Smith.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jada, he's 54. I didn't know he was that old.
I don't know, bro. Like I just. I really feel that.
He's 6'2".
Things could have been differently, bro, and I wish that they were, because I don't know, man. Like, obviously, you just get to the point where you just
He was fed up, I guess, bro.
Yeah, but
he got fed up and he let it out on Chris Rock.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I just kind of wish it didn't happen, honestly. It was just real. I thought it was fake, to be honest with you.
I thought it was fake too, because I kept watching it. Because like the way that it happened, like it's like, I don't know, it was weird.
It was too and then the way Chris Rock kind of turned, I was like, is this fake?
Yeah.
But then he was like freaking out. Don't fucking talk about my wife, this and that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, this is real.
It's just weird that he chose. That's the only thing that throws me off, that he chose to do it to Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Of all the other people, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to picture different people in that scenario.
Yeah. If
he would have approached him that way.
Yeah.
If, let's say my boy Dwayne The Rock Johnson is cracking jokes, is he walking up there and he's smacking? I don't even think Dwayne could fight like that, to be honest with you. He's too swell.
Yeah.
But it's Will Smith gonna smack The Rock, bro?
Yeah.
Is he gonna smack Aquaman or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I highly doubt it. I'll be honest with you. I highly doubt he's gonna do that.
Yeah. There's no telling what would happen. But
imagine if Chris Rock started fighting back, bro. How awkward that would be.
I think he just didn't want to make things worse.
No, he played it well.
He played it.
He played it really professionally, and that could have went really bad, to be honest with you.
A lot of people were saying man, if I was you, I would have beat his ass or whatever. But I mean,
you got to think in that situation,
about, you're
probably completely shocked.
You're in shock. You're live in front of a lot of people. You want to keep your composure and be it's just cool,
Now after.
Yeah, that's a different story.
That's a different story, but during the show, I feel you. I probably would. Honestly, it depends, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I have an opportunity to wild out like that
on live TV.
Yeah, bro. Because I do a lot of shit. I do jujitsu. I know a lot of martial arts. So if I have a chance to showcase my skills, bro, on Big Willie, I might have to, bro. I might have to just drop the mic and be like, fuck.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
Okay, so you're close.
He has 2 inches on me. Yeah. But in jiu-jitsu, I'm rolling with dudes that are way bigger than me. It depends on what we're doing, but I've been paired with dudes that are 6'3", 6'4". So it depends on what we're doing, but yeah.
How long have you been doing that for?
So jiu-jitsu, I've been doing it just this year, bro, since February. But in high school, I wrestled.
Okay.
So I have that kind of background in grappling, and I boxed in high school as well during the summers.
Okay.
So I'd wrestle, then during the summers box, then wrestle during the summers box.
Yeah.
But I hadn't did it in forever, honestly.
Yeah.
And honestly, the last year of wrestling, my coach, shout to Miyamoto if you're watching this. Shout to Miyamoto, Coach Miyamoto. It feels weird calling him by his full name, Aaron Miyamoto, because I always see him as coach. I just see him. I think he's saved as coach on my phone.
Yeah.
Still to this day. So shout to him, shout to coach. But he would do open mat, and he would show us some jiu-jitsu a little bit, way back in 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
So and through all that time, I just never found a gym. And then I realized there was one 10 minutes away to me, 12 minutes away.
Oh wow, that's perfect.
So I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So after work, I'll chill out for a little bit. I have a class at 6.
Yeah.
Or 6:30, pull up. 6:30 to 7:30, come back.
Yeah.
Chill out the rest of the night. It's cool, bro. Yeah. It's real nice. I would have a good time about it.
Yeah. I did that a couple of times, but not too much. Whenever I was doing Jeet Kune Do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I only went for a year and a half. but one of my good friends, Alan. Shout out to Alan. He and I, we would meet up and like, you know, just practice what we've been taught. He's really good, and we would like roll too. Like he would show me how to like do all those different things.
The holes and stuff.
I don't remember any of it. You know, so.
I think it's always good to have like some kind of martial arts training. It's good. Like it's a good like discipline. So like now, like I go. Like I said, I get home from work. It's very like routine. Yeah. I'll try to make it. Work's been kind of crazy, so I've been having to go like twice a week. Or like maybe at most once a week. Yeah. So it's been kind of hectic, but I've been trying to get back to like 3 times. If I could go 3 times, bro, I'm good. I'll go like Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. Take Wednesday off. I'm doing the podcast. Then I'll go back Thursday. Friday I can't make it because they don't have any class at like the times I'm available. And then Saturday I'll go. And Saturday we spar. Oh, okay. So Saturday like I like totally like go all out, and it's pretty fun. Yeah, it's nice, good, bro. For
your mental health, you know.
Nah, for sure. I
staying active.
It lets me like honestly, bro. It just lets me. I just forget about everything, bro. If I'm like in my head too much, I'll like lay down, and we were able to like stretch because I have like the kids class, and then we go right after the kids. Yeah. So like we have a mat where the kickboxing. So
you spar against the kids?
Imagine.
Did you say you go after the kids?
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to Jessica and shout out to Pedro and shout out to Lucas, my professors, the coaches. And man, they be fucking these kids up, bro. Yeah, so like at the end of the class, let's say like the kids class is going, right? Bro, this threw me off the first day.
So like the they're throwing them on the phone.
Not necessarily like that, but they have like they'll play like dodgeball. Oh, okay. But they'll get a yoga ball, those giant ones. They're not really heavy, but they're big. Yeah. Boy, they're doing like 360 kicks and just boom, kicking the fuck out of the kids, bro. The ball's just knocking them out. The kids are go flying and shit, dude. And I remember the first time be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm surprised the parents don't be tripping. Yeah. But man, that Pedro and Lucas will be like, he'll do like a back pass to Lucas, and Lucas will kick the fuck out of it and knock a kid over. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
What do you think that is? What do you think?
I think it's just to teach them more like agility and also like hand-eye coordination in terms of like where to move. Like he's always like keep your eye on the ball, so like where to go.
So that they can like move. Okay.
Get them more active to like in the class with. Yeah. I don't think they're just being digs, bro. Right. Yeah. But it's funny though. Like if you don't expect anything, like I didn't expect that at all, bro. And they were just like boom, boom. It's loud too. Yeah. They're kicking the fuck out of it, bro. Like they're going full blast. I'm like, whoa, yeah. They'll knock like they won't knock the lights down, but they'll fuck up a light. They'll fuck up the door. If you're like water is in the way, the water like gets tipped over. Yeah. There's parents like so when you walk into the gym,
the parents get knocked too,
bro. The ball will hit them sometimes. Straight up, the ball will hit them. They'll be like, "Watch out!" Ball will hit them, bro. Wow, you gotta be on your toes, bro. Everybody, even the parents.
Everybody's game. Huh?
Hell yeah, everybody. Yeah. But it just threw me off. I was like, what the fuck, dude? But like, so we'll go after the kids. So we have like a good like 10 minutes to just chill out. I get there like a little early, so I'm able to like stretch on the mat. Then we do our warm up and we go into like our lesson. But for those 10 minutes, I'm just kind of like decompressing like the whole day. I'm trying to like empty my mind as much as I can. I'm not really thinking about anything except like what we're about to do. Yeah. And I feel like that helps me out a lot, bro. Because I leave my phone in my bag. Yeah. Some people bring their phone to the mat, but I leave my shit in my bag, bro. Yeah. So I'm not thinking about it. I'm not worried about anyone. I'm not worried about anything that's outside of the gym. Like nothing. As selfish as it sounds, bro, like my parents, close people to me, like this is me time. This is my time to like express myself. Yeah, and decompress and just kind of like have fun a little bit. I be having fun, bro. I never really get like burnt out. At the beginning I was like, damn, I was out of shape, so I was tired. Yeah. But now like my cardio is back to like bro, I'm able to go like at the end of the class I'm good. Yes. Like I'm super straight with it. So I'm just like, man, my cardio is there. I'm chilling. I'll come home and maybe indulge in a little, some. And yeah, it's like a routine. It's like very like ritualistic, I feel. It's very like a ritual. Like, all right, I go to the gym, come home, shower, blaze up a little bit, eat some food, chill out, go to sleep at like a reasonable, decent time. Yeah. Whereas before I'd be up until like 12 or like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Yeah. And now I'm like around like 10, I'm already in bed. 10:30, I'll go to sleep. At most like 11, 10:45. So it's compared to like my old sleep schedule was like way better.
That's good.
Yeah, man. It just works. For me, it works. Yeah, I feel like people should always find something that works in terms of like physical activity. Because like me personally, bro, I'm not into like lifting weights.
No.
Nah, like in high school, I was in wrestling. Yeah. So our athletic teacher or our coach, he was also the football coach. Yeah. Every year, bro. Shout out to Coach Stanley if he's watching this. He'd be like, man, you gotta get big. You gotta lift. You gotta. Every day, bro, we're maxing out. Because I used to work out the football people. Yeah. There's like 2 wrestlers and everybody else is football people. Mm-hmm. And he'd be like, you gotta max. So every day we're either maxing out or we're hauling ass, like sprints, running around. Yeah. One of those 2 things we were doing, bro, for every class. So I was like, shit. So I got so burnt out on like lifting weights. I'm just like not interested in it. It just seems kind of like, I won't say boring, but like, I don't know. I don't find any interest in it, honestly. I would never wanted to be super swole or jacked. Like I just don't have any interest in that shit. Yeah. Yeah. But jiu-jitsu, I'm like getting stronger with like body weight exercises, push-ups, sit-ups, stuff like that. Yeah. And my strength from grappling is still there because people are like, oh, you're pretty strong. And I'm just like, damn, am I? Like, I don't even feel like me. Like, I don't see myself as a strong guy, but my brother tells me that. And like, I've had other people that I rode with like, bro, you're pretty like, in terms of grappling strength, you're pretty like strong. And I was like, damn, for real? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I guess I'm doing something right. And like, I don't know. I just feel it's way more funner to me to like put on my gi, roll around, like sweat a lot, than to like go to the gym, rack up some weights, fucking chug a protein powder and like start like trying to kill myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just don't have any interest in that. Do you have any like interest in like the whole weight room kind of thing?
I on occasion, I haven't been in a minute, like maybe for 2 weeks now, but I'll do some weight training and but I'm not focusing on like getting swole,
like getting jacked. Yeah, that's what
I'm just trying to just build muscle mass, you know, because if you don't work out, your mass turns to fat, you know.
Yeah, not for sure.
So, I don't know.
That's how I feel. And I know that people like are really into I don't know, I think it's people that like maybe didn't lift as much early on, like in their high school years. Maybe they weren't like super into lifting weights. Yeah. And like I wasn't into it, but I had to do it. Yeah. Through like athletics. Yeah. So I just kind of got burned out on it, and I'm like super good on it now. So we're to the point where I'm just like there was just my friends were just like, oh, get a gym membership. Yeah. And I would want to go just for the sauna. I'm not gonna lie to you because like I love a good sauna, bro. Yeah. But like in terms of like fucking like benching or anything like that, bro, I don't have any interest in that at all. Like I honestly like. If I don't have to lift the weight again, bro, I'm straight. I'm super straight. Because I know, like, I'd much rather be able to do, like, 100 push-ups than, like, 100, like, I don't know, bench presses or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. Something about it where it's just, like, this just seems funner. It seems more natural, too. Like, I'm rolling with, like, other different body types. Yeah. And different weights.
Yeah. Well, that in itself is a workout. So.
Nah, for sure, bro. There you go. Everything's switched up now, bro. We got a real interviewee vibe. I feel like Vlad TV right now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But you brought up Jerry Maguire. Yeah. I think I'm going to include that as well. Us talking about Jerry Maguire. Yeah. How is it... How do you feel like your emotions are, bro? Like as a man, do you feel like whenever you feel like emotions coming up? Because I'm always one to be like, if shit comes up, I'm kind of like... trying to like repress it a little bit. I'm you know, that's just kind of like how I am naturally. Yeah. If I feel a feeling coming up, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Especially like if I'm at work or something like that. Yeah. How are you now? Because now I'm trying to get better at it. If I feel something, I'm kind of like, all right, I'll let it go. Yeah. I'll try to like compose myself. Like if I need to interact with somebody soon, I'm like, no, something got in my eye. You know what I mean? Yeah. Are you the type to just let it go? To like just feel those emotions? Or are you kind of like need to separate, but like, oh, maybe go to the restroom or let me go like somewhere else and kind of be by myself to deal with this?
There was a point in my life where I was very depressed, and I would like have to go to the restroom, you know, to just flush out the emotions because it's really difficult to... A little closer. Oh.
You're good like that.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
No, you're straight. You're right there. You should be good.
It's really difficult, you know, having this feeling and then like interacting, you know, at work or being like in a good state of mind, you know. So I have had to go to the restroom, you know, before. I'm at a place right now where I don't feel depressed. Thankfully, thank God, you know.
That's awesome, man.
I feel like I've grown a lot to where I'm able to recognize those emotions, and if it's like something that's not, I'm gonna shout out my girl Priscilla. I love you, baby girl.
Shout out.
She taught me this about, like, if it's something that doesn't serve me, to just let it go, you know, like it's not benefiting me at all.
Right.
So I use that mantra a lot, you know, if it's not serving me. So she has really, you know, coached me in that aspect. But I am a very emotional guy, bro. Like yesterday we were watching The Family Man with Nicolas Cage.
Right.
You seen it?
I haven't seen it. Is it a new movie or older?
No, it's an older movie, like come out in the 2000s. And that movie always gets me, man. Yeah. And I cried at the very end, you know. So
hey, it's all like, good, bro.
Yeah.
That honestly, that's the type of shit that, like, I've been noticing more as I get older.
Yeah.
That certain things will get me more than they did before.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas before, I really wouldn't cry during movie. Honestly, for the longest time, the last movie that made me cry was Toy Story 3, bro.
Oh, that movie, yeah.
Toy Story 3,
fourth
like,
one, bro. Oh man,
bro, I haven't even seen part 4.
Oh man, you gotta watch the fourth one, bro.
Jesus Christ, that's what I'm saying. Like, part 3 did me in, bro. Especially the ending. Yeah. Spoiler alert: when they're like, it looks like they're about to like get like engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Especially because like I hadn't seen it yet. So like me and my mom rented it. We didn't see it in the movie theater.
Oh, okay.
So we rented it. And
was this recent?
Nah, this is like back in the day. This one like a year after it came out.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And we were watching it. And like there's that scene where like Buzz is holding like Jesse and holding Woody.
Yeah.
And he kind of glances at Woody like, fuck, this is it, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what? I was like, are they gonna kill like Woody and Buzz right now? There's no way. And then they get saved and shit. But like that made me go like, what? And then I'm trying to think after that in terms of movies. Avengers Endgame got me, bro. I'm a huge like MCU guy, and Endgame really like the ending of that. The second part. Yes, the second one. Like when everyone returns. Yeah. I was like spoiler alert, but you should probably seen this shit already. To be honest with you, when everyone returns, when Spider-Man popped up, I was like, tears of joy, bro.
Yeah. I didn't cry, but I was like,
then like the whole Iron Man thing, and I was like, oh my god, he's like, that's crazy. But you know what really got me was like Captain America, bro. At the end, when he like goes back in time and he ends up with this chick. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, he finally gets with the old girl. Yeah, hell yeah. And I was crying for my boy. I was like, dude.
So like happy tears.
Yeah, happy tears. I was like, dude, he finally gets like a happy ending. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, he was frozen in time. Mm-hmm. He gets brought back to this crazy world. Mm-hmm. And then like a month later, like the first Avengers happens where he's battling all this stuff. And ever since then, it's been like a snowball of like this shit, bro. Yeah. Like it's like he can't catch a break.
Right.
It's like, man, he finally caught a break.
Right.
And since then, I can't think of like a newer movie that's made me cry. Guardians did the last Guardians of the Galaxy. That almost got me, bro.
That movie was very like gruesome.
Yeah, bro. With all the pet stuff, all the animal stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oof. Yeah, that was rough, man. Mm-hmm. Really emotional. That was kind of emotional, honestly.
Yeah.
But nah, it's good, bro. I've been trying to get better at like whenever I have a feeling, just kind of like embracing it.
Good. Yeah. It's okay to feel.
Because for the longest time, I was just kind of like, man, let me not feel that way.
No.
But especially if I'm in my room alone, bro, I'll just like let myself like soothe. I'll feel the tears flowing, and I'm like, all right, this is like what I'm dealing with right now, and like it'll pass. But let me just immerse myself in this and be like, okay, and kind of figure out why is it like making me cry,
right? And I get like that too, bro. It's normal, you know. Mm-hmm. If you hold it in, it's not healthy.
It's not good.
It's not healthy for you.
And I did that for the longest time, bro.
Building and building and building, you know.
Yeah. Where like a random thing will make you cry. You're like, why is this shit like getting me emotional?
Yeah.
Just crazy. So, man, the reason why we're recording this whole thing is because you have a new album coming out. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you,
man.
I appreciate you, bro. Like I said, that Chick-fil-A really hit. So that payment, that payment came through.
Sponsor us, please, Chick-fil-A.
Now I'm trying to think, what is the album called?
Rely on Realness.
Rely on Realness, which is your username.
Yeah.
Your Instagram.
Well, it used to be Rely on Realness.
Oh.
And for the longest time, it was like that. And I planned to release this album having my username still being Rely on Realness. But then the more I thought about it, and actually Uncle Tino, you know, he mentioned it. He's like, hey man, like I would highly recommend you change your name, your username to your artist name,
Gilbert Soul.
Yeah. And so I explained to him like my ideas, and then I'm like, but I do agree with that, you know, because I was planning on changing it, but he kind of like gave me that push, like just do it. So it took me like maybe like a month after, and then I finally changed it.
It's like your name though, like your username is Gilbert Soul, but your name is like Rely on Realness.
Right.
I think. Right.
Yeah.
So like when we're texting, I see the Rely on Realness, but like if I add you, it's Gilbert Soul.
The Gilbert Soul, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. So you gave me an early copy of this, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey man, thank you for taking the time and listening, bro.
11 tracks. 11 and we're gonna do a track by track breakdown, bro. On each song, dude.
Bet. I'm excited, man.
I highly recommend you guys listen to the album. By this point, it'll already be out. I'll have the link in the description box. It's funny because I'm not on camera, bro. I can kind of fuck around and look at my phone now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend listening to the album or listen to like each track we're breaking down and then coming back and like hearing the discussion. But we'll start off with number 1, bro. Black Light Booth. Opening song, real rap heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I think of you, I think of more like R&B. Because I really think like your singing is good for sure.
Thank you, man.
I really enjoy your singing. I feel like your singing is like very, very strong. So when I heard you like just rapping, I was like, damn, bro. I would say, would you say that this is your most rap heavy song in terms of flow and also the amount of bars rapped on the track? Would that be your most like rap heavy song, you feel like, or what do you think?
I don't know. No. Because I have other stuff. But
in the chamber or
in the chamber.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of. There's a song that I did years back to that one Rick Ross song, BMF, Blowing Money Fast.
Yeah.
So to that beat, there's like a video that I posted of me being in high school, and I had like a group of my friends like taking video of me rapping to the beat of that song, but the entire like verse is just like bars. And like I think that's like one of my best rap verse that has bars in it, because I'm not a person that makes like bars, you know. Bars, you know? I kind of just say things straightforward in a sense, but I try to like provide melodies and try to make it a little bit catchy, so it's, I don't know.
Was like the recording booth the black light? Is that what like that came from?
Yeah. So like I had a little booth in my closet. I had the sound panels and stuff. It was like purple, and I had a black light in there, and so like that's where it came from. You know, like the black light booth.
I was gonna say, man, the whole album specifically, like the production. Did you work with any different producers, or was it more like?
No, it was just me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Nah, it sounds professional as hell, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
It sounds really professional. Your audio sounds clear.
Thank you.
The way it's done is like really impressive. So you did that by yourself, man.
Well, shout out to Bruce Bang. He's the one that engineered the whole thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just rapped and sung and made the beats, but he did like the sound quality, you know, making it
shout out to him, man. Yeah, no, for sure. It definitely sounds like polished for sure, bro.
Thank you, man. We'll
go on the second track, Remembered. And I wrote down that the chorus, when my name is said, what will be the thoughts come into your head?
Yeah.
Is that about leaving a lasting legacy when your career is over? And do you have like a timeline of like, do you feel like you'd always be an artist? Or do you feel like at a certain point you're going to kind of chill out and kind of like enjoy life outside of like music?
That question just makes me a little bit nervous, bro.
Oh, man, why?
No, just the thought of like not being able to create anymore, I guess. But as far as like being remembered is like while I'm still here on Earth, you know, because I don't know how long I have on Earth. What will be the impact that I've given to the listeners, viewers? Like how, in what light do you see me? You know, in a good light or a bad light? Like in the song I say, like, what kind of credits will we get at the very end of the movie? You know, like who were we in the end of the movie? Were we a good guy or a bad guy? And that was the thought about that song. How I don't want to feel like if I ever get famous, that it's gonna affect me in a way where I won't be able to speak on like real issues, you know? Like right now I'm talking about real issues.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to like bite your tongue, maybe.
Right. I don't want to have to bite my tongue, and I don't want to lose the passion that I have right now for music, you know? Mm-hmm. But as far as like, will I ever stop creating? I don't think I'll
think
stop
so?
creating.
I was going to say, like, I could picture, like, I'm picturing like a 50-year-old Gilbert or like a 55-year-old, and like, let's say you just drop an album, bro. Like, that's kind of dope. Like a 50-year-old, like,
I'd do it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's plenty of artists that I like that are older.
Yeah.
That have like awesome albums, bro. Mm. Like, think about it. Like Bob Dylan, he's older. Johnny Cash before he died, and like some of his best work is when he was older, bro.
Yeah.
So maybe, man.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend. I would love for you to keep creating. Especially if you get older. Obviously, like at a certain point, you're gonna kind of like physically, you might like just chill out.
Yeah.
But I think like always creating is like important.
Yeah. If not for myself, for other artists, you know, I would like to be able to help other artists like create and make their like sound come out. Mm-hmm. You know, that's always been,
think
like,
about it. When you're like 50 years old, you could like put on a younger artist, or you kind of guide them and be like, well, I did this way, or you could use this. Yeah. And Lord knows what's going to be like in the future, bro, in terms of like production and how easy or more difficult it could be.
Yeah. It'll just plug something into your head. And
yeah, bro. It could be like Tooth Tunes. You remember Tooth Tunes, bro? You brush your teeth and you hear a song.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar, bro. That's so crazy.
You could brush your teeth and you'd hear like Black Eyed Peas or some shit like that.
Did you have one?
No, I never had it.
I think I wanted one.
I wanted one, and I seen it in the store, and I was like, "This is actually real. This is kind of crazy." I thought it was fake.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We'll go to the third track. Rely on realness. Your Instagram username, your former username.
Right.
Verse about being used. Is that in regards to a specific situation, or more of a general thing that has happened to yourself?
It's more of a general thing. Yeah.
Just people taking advantage, maybe.
Right. And also like seeing others get taken advantage of, you know. I think that I'm a pretty nice guy, you know, but every person has their limits. So if I feel that the relationship is not mutual, then I kind of just back off a little bit, you know, because it's not really good for my mental health, you know, and I'm not helping them, basically being there for them all the time instead of them like figuring out a way on their own, you know. So
you don't want to feel used.
I don't want to feel used, bro. Like, because I wouldn't use anyone, you know.
That's how I feel, bro.
I'm the type of person that will like stick it out and not ask for help, you know. And like to those who have helped me, like, and if they've seen me, you know, struggle, like I am so grateful for them, you know. But I don't know, bro. Like, just figure it out, you know.
No, I feel you, bro. And we're kind of talking about that like before we started recording.
Yeah.
Specific situation. We don't have to go into that now, but like of like us both being like not taking advantage of, just like called upon for certain things.
Yeah.
That it's just like a nuisance. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it could put you in a weird situation because you're like, I want to help you, but at the same time, like, are you learning anything? Is there anything being like taught here? Is there like, am I just like your piggy bank? You know what I'm saying? Am I just like something you go to when you like when in need, and never like you were saying, like you never like they were asking you for money, but they're never like checking up on you and stuff like that.
Yeah, or the family. Or,
yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. That could like you could just take that the wrong way sometimes, you know. Let's go to the fourth song. No funds. I was going to ask you, how has financial struggles complicated your musical journey, and do you feel like it gives your music more character because you had a struggle?
Bro, I love all these questions, man.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for taking your time.
I was working these at work, bro. I was chilling, like sneaking away, writing these down, dude.
Man. Shout out to Caesar, bro.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Shout out to Thinking Boy Podcast.
Hey.
The fourth song, No Funds. I think at that time I was literally almost gonna have my lights cut off, you know, because I think it was like I I didn't pay the first month and the second month. So I was just like stressing out.
It adds up as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it adds up. And at that time I had like other bills that I had to take care of as well. But and that's why I say on there, I'm like, I'm just gonna stay home. And it comes from a place like of not jealousy, I guess a little saltiness, where I would see like all my friends like hanging out with them, like with the group or whatever, and I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't be present because of my financial situation, because I'm, like I said, I'm not the type of person that's going to ask somebody for help or like, hey, let me borrow this so I can like buy a drink or whatever. And, not that I'm an alcoholic or whatever, because I don't drink, but just like a hypothetical, So that's why I made that course. I'm like, I got no funds. I'm gonna just stay home. And yeah, man, like I do feel that because I add what's going on in my life and the things that I've gone through in my music, I feel like it's more relatable to whoever listens to it, if whoever actually pays attention to it. Because I'm not like an artist that tries to show off things that I don't have. I'm telling you like where I'm at.
Yeah, exactly. You're very honest and transparent with the listener.
Right.
I feel you like yeah, man, I agree. I think if you were not necessarily given everything, but if you were in a different place financially, like let's say like you, when you started making music, you already had like a studio, you already had like these things taken care of.
Yeah.
I feel like it probably would have changed your stuff. No, you probably wouldn't like. I know it would change me if like I had a cool podcast set up and I had like a green screen and everything.
Yeah.
It'd be way different. But I'm thinking like
it's harder to attain.
Yeah,
I mean, it's harder to.
And also like, I feel like what I'm doing now, like what we did last year compared to this year in terms of the podcast, is way like it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's the quality is everything. Yeah, everything's like different.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like that there's like growth. Where I feel like if I started out already on top, I might plateau a little bit and kind of flatline rather than like peak, rather than continuing to keep growing. Right. Do you feel like that when it comes to like your music at all?
I do feel that way. I certainly do feel that way. That's why I do want to reiterate that this album is from like the year of 2017 up until 2022. Yeah. So there's like a long time gap where I was working on that album, but I was also working on my current projects that are already out there,
I was going to ask you about that because it won't be on the album, but the files you gave me had the dates on them, and some of them were 2017, 2021.
Yeah.
It was very, like, varied.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When the quality all, like, I'm telling you, it sounds, like, super professional, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
It sounds really, really polished.
Shout out to Bruce Bang.
Shout out,
Bruce
bro.
Bang, yeah. But yeah, man, that's I do think about that. Like, it makes a lot of sense. I feel that if you're handed something and you have it, for example, like a kid, they give him a car, like a really good car or whatever, and he has that car and crashes it. Oh, I can get another one from mom and dad. Like they won't get to experience the struggle.
There's no lesson there.
No lesson, yeah.
And I'll give you an example of my brother. And it used to drive me crazy, bro. When I used to live with my mom, and he'd get into it, or he wouldn't clean his room. Let's say, for an example, he won't clean his room, and they'll take away his Xbox.
Yeah.
My stepdad will be like, "Hey," or his dad will be like, "Hey, we're taking away the Xbox. Like for a week, you're grounded. No Xbox."
Yeah.
He'd go to work, and my mom would be like, "Hey," or he'd ask my mom, "Mom, can I use the Xbox?" She'd get it out the closet, plug it in, and then like as soon as my stepdad gets home, she'd take it and like hide it. And I told her, like, yo, he isn't learning anything. Yeah. Like, there's no lesson being learned there.
Yeah.
And he's, like, peeking over his shoulder at the driveway, looking if my stepdad's here. And I'm like, yo, he's not. There's nothing he's gaining from this. Right. You feel me? Because he's like, oh, I'll piss him off, but my mom got me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now that he's older now and he's struggled and had his own struggles in personal life and stuff like that, he's known now and he's realizing everything and he's kind of like maturing. Like, honestly, I think him living with me is like a really good thing because like I'm kind of like guiding him in a way that I'm trying to give him guidance that I didn't have when I was growing up, whether it be financially or even through like personal stuff. Like, oh man, don't look at it this way, look at it this way. You feel me?
That's good.
I'm trying to help him out a little bit.
Right.
We'll go on I think that was no fun, so we'll go after 5.
Yeah.
Music. Do you feel that you communicate better through your songs or through like conversations? Or I would say communicate, but rather than I guess express yourself.
Right. I do feel that I can get my point across through music a lot better than I can through communication, and I think it has a lot to do with like my vocabulary. I don't know enough words to be able to express myself, and like I tend to use like words that I'm not trying to say that that's what I feel or the situation. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I kind of use that word instead of a more, a better, word for that. I don't know how to explain it, but whenever I'm sitting down,
if you sung that, it would have been like, if it was a song, you probably would have nailed it.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Exactly. See, you get me.
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, that's why I say in the song, I'm like, music is the only way I can explain myself.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that like when you're putting a lot in each song, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Each song is like a very like is real wordy. Like you're kind of like trying to get your point across.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's hard verbally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I struggle with it a little bit sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I'm at like a loss for words, and
there you go. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like I can't like say it, and I most rather like just show you, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like photography, or if I'm doing like a photo shoot and I'm trying to explain like, like they're like, oh, the lighting's bad. And I'm like, well, I could like fix that.
Right.
Like in like Photoshop, or not a Photoshop, but like Adobe Lightroom.
Yeah.
I could adjust it like for sure. Like don't worry about it. Like I'll fix the sky. They're like, it looks a little cloudy. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't shoot today. I'm like, just don't worry about it. Like I got it. Like I'll fix it up. Yeah. And they're like, or there's like that hesitation there. But then I send them the files, and they're like, oh shit, oh my god.
Yeah. That tends to happen with me as well. Like with whenever I'm making a song or whatever, it happens a lot. But I like seeing the reaction that they get from the end product. Like this is what I was trying to,
Exactly. Yeah.
All in good heart,
No, for sure. And I believe the next track is an interlude.
Interlude, yeah.
And I can't even figure how to say this word, bro.
Oh, soliloquy?
Oh, soliloquy.
Yeah.
Damn, I've never actually seen it spelled out like that. It's wild, bro.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an interlude. We don't need to go too deep into that one.
Right.
Then track 7, Expired Inspiration Part 2. And I wrote down, how often do you feel particularly uninspired? What do you think could be the cause?
I can't really pinpoint a reason why it happens, but sometimes it happens, and I come to the conclusion that whenever it happens, it's for a good reason, because you're kind of just like accumulating a lot of other information that's occurring in your life, my life in particular, and I'll reach a point where like really randomly, like I could be uninspired a day before, hypothetically speaking, and then the next day like something happens, like either from a movie or from the radio, or like I heard somebody saying a certain word, and then I start like going from there, and like I build from that,
Mm-hmm. Do you ever feel burnt out at all? Burnt out creatively?
Only whenever I'm not satisfied with what I'm making. Mm-hmm. But I have a lot of like projects on the back burner that I've started, and they're like just the bones of a song, but there's been instances where like I'll create something and I'll come back to it, and I'm like, oh, I have this other thing that I made for this other thing, I'll just add it here, and like it just works out perfectly. It's almost like I was creating something for later, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It's weird. Mm-hmm. Kind of like deja vu in a sense.
Yeah, I feel you on that. There's times where like, and the worst is when I get like paid to do for like photo shoots, bro. Yeah. And like I'll throw up a bunch of images, and I'll start working on edits, and I'll stare at it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, I got nothing. Yeah. And I'll go lay down, and I'll take like a day. But when they pay me like up front, I'm kind of like, shit, I gotta like, like I gotta start like working on this. Yeah. But I do feel that where I'm just kind of staring at it, I'm like, I'm not happy with this, and like I'll like leave it alone, and then I'll open it on my phone, work on it there, and then go back and forth until I found like a good midpoint. And then I get like I'm able to like nail one photo, and I'm like, okay, with that template I could kind of like layer it out on the other ones, and from there and go from there.
That's pretty cool.
It's really like I've gotten down to like a routine.
Yeah.
But at first it was very daunting. Like, whoa, like these are because I take so many photos, bro. Yeah. It's just like it could get hectic.
That's the beauty about technology is that you mentioned that you work on your computer and you also work on your phone, like back and forth.
Yes.
I do the same thing. Like, well, with my like iPad, like I can transfer my GarageBand files to my phone and vice versa.
Everything's synced up.
Not necessarily, because I have two different like email addresses, but like I'm able to send a project over.
Oh, I got you.
You know, so like yeah.
But it's convenient though.
It is very convenient.
That's how I am, for sure. Because there's times where like I feel bad if like I have like photos to like submit, and my friends come over or I'm out doing something. I'm like, let me like put in a little work as I'm like eating at a restaurant or as I'm watching some sports or some shit like that. If like a game's on, I'll like work on it and shit like that.
You don't want to like let it what is it simmer for too long.
Yes, exactly. That's a good word. Okay, and then we'll go to I'm the Best. This is like a funny track. I didn't even mention the fucking vanilla cake earlier, bro. The slice of vanilla. Hey fellas. Track number 8, I'm the Best. And I wrote down, how would you rate your confidence when it comes to your music? Is confidence important as a rapper? I know you said you weren't a rapper, but do you feel like confidence when it comes to making music, how important do you think that is?
Musically, like creatively, I feel that I'm like overly confident.
Okay.
Because I way before like I have a song done, like I already have it in my mind, like how it's gonna come out, and then like whenever it comes out, I'm like, you know, like it's like 100 times better. But as far as like performance, like I don't have a good I can't really control the crowd. I lose my words at the moment, you know, like on the spot. That's why I made music, you know, like lose my words and shit. But I do feel confident with my creativity. But as far as like me being the best, I don't think I'm the best.
Yeah.
I know that there's others out there that are like incredible, you know. I just know that I feel confident enough to still be making music, you know.
I feel you on that. I definitely like I feel like the idea of the best can be like really subjective. Because like to somebody, maybe you are the best. To a certain fan out there or a certain listener, they hear this and like it really resonates with them, and they're kind of like, you know what, this is my guy. Because I had plenty of like underground artists that I listened to, especially growing up, bro, as a teenager. A lot of indie rapper, a lot of like Immortal Technique, Jedi Mind Tricks, a lot of like underground shit. So that like when I would be around my cousins and they're like, oh, play that Wayne track or play this like Drake, I'm kind of like, bro, Immortal Technique would fucking murder these guys, you know what I mean? And looking back on them, I like Drake. You know what I'm saying? I like Drake. I like Drake. I like Wayne. I like Lil Wayne, and he's like, they're incredible. But like, I'm just kind of like, as I grew older, I realized that like everything's so subjective, and that the idea of the best is just like, it's like how do I describe it? There's this term in fighting and boxing and MMA called pound for pound. And it's like a theoretical, like fantasy kind of like thing, but people make a big deal of it. If a fighter is pound for pound the best, they're like, oh my God, he's like number one. He's the best of all. Like these guys are champions too, but he's the guy. And like, it's so subjective because it's like, bro, the theory is that like, if everyone weighed the same, if everyone was in the same weight classes, he'd beat them all. And it's like, but they're not in the same weight classes. Right. You know what I mean? He's like way heavier than them, or like he's way lighter, depending on who you're talking about. Right. So like it's a theoretical thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a theoretical thing. So like it's just so fantasy to me that I'm like, even if, like I'm the best, like I would never consider myself the best when it comes to this or photography. But I agree with you that I'm confident in like the product that I put out, and I'm like eager to learn more and eager to grow more, to strive to the best. Right. And maybe I'll never get there. Maybe I'll never get there. Well, maybe I'll get there, but like I like the idea of always chasing it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I feel like I'm like really improved, keep going further, and just keep going and keep going and keep going.
What is that? That's that one saying that says, "If you know everything, you know nothing at all."
Exactly, bro. So it's an awesome saying.
I always keep that one saying that says, "Listen more, talk less." It's another one. That's a good one. Like those are really good mantras. Hell but it goes back to what you were saying as far as like how they're trying to ask you, mention to you that the lighting is not good and all that, but it's the confidence in yourself that you have, that you're like, that you're able to deliver something that's gonna like beat the expectation.
Exactly.
So that's where I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I agree with you. Like,
no, for sure, bro. And there's always room for improvement.
Right. There's always room for improvement. Of course, yeah. Never stay stagnant. Always like look for change, and like do different things.
I think the next track is track number 9, Essential. Could you explain the line, "I don't plan on being here for long"? What are you referring to specifically?
Because I'm mortal. Okay. So like I'm not wishing death upon myself. I'm not suicidal or anything like that. It just goes to say like I'm just as human as the other person, and this is just like what the essential. It's kind of like also giving like a heads up, like, hey, like look at the work that I'm putting out, and don't let it kind of like phase you, or just like he's never gonna make it or whatever. And I'm not doing it because I want to make it. I'm doing it because this is like how like I express my love for music, Right. So I would like for people to listen, and if anything, just get inspired by it, and like go and follow their dreams and what they want to do, So that's kind of where it comes from, like
that, like not knowing like how long this journey is gonna last. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's interesting.
Thank you.
We'll go to the last 2 tracks. Parents. I wanted to ask you, what was your relationship with your parents before your decision to make music, and what is your relationship with them now?
So before music, it's difficult to kind of say that there's a difference there, because I've always been like musically inclined. My relationship with them has always been good, but I do think that my relationship with my dad grew stronger as I got older. Yeah. And that's one of the things I mentioned in that song, how I can understand where I can be wrong, and I know that I'm able to deviate from making the circumstance any worse than it already is. So it got to a point where my dad and I kind of like, he's not a bad father at all. Like I love my dad. I love my mom. Shout out to them. Shout out. They're very, very kind and loving parents. They raised me to be the person I am, and it's just like at certain points, I guess like my teenager years, or like before that, preteen, how like we're just
angsty and stuff, like jaded a little bit.
Yeah. So there was a lot of like miscommunication and like arguments, and but as I grew older, like I just became more understanding of my dad, and we just have a better relationship than we did before.
That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was like that with my father for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, because I have like my stepdad, my brother's dad, and my dad. And him and my mom got divorced when I was like 1 year old.
Yeah.
So like them being separate never like threw me off. I was always kind of like, oh, I'm like every once in a while I'll go visit him.
Right.
Or he'll come over here. It depends.
Yeah.
But there was that time where like there was like a weird time, bro, where I was just kind of like, man, I don't feel like visiting like anymore. Mm-hmm. And I remember one time I just told him like, yo, I don't want to go. Mm-hmm. Like I really don't. There's nothing really for me to do over there. I'm kind of like uncomfortable.
Yeah. I
don't really know them like that. Yeah. Like my mom's side, I know them fairly well.
Right.
Like I could go over there to my grandma's right now and like sit down, eat with them, chill, like, and it'd be nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. But my dad's side is kind of like, other than like a couple cousins here and there, I didn't really know him that well.
Right.
And man, I remember one time I was just thinking like, man, if I add up all the time that I've seen my dad, it'll probably be like less than a year. It'll probably be like all the time that me and my dad were like in the same room hanging out. Mm-hmm. It'll probably be less than a year, bro. Just because like he'd visit, like I'd see him like once a month, every 2 weeks. Yeah. It depends on what we're going on, but like what I had going on, but like it was just. You mean
from like right now? Like,
no, it was before. Yeah. Okay. As an adult, I'm able to hang out with him a little bit more.
That's good.
And it's by my choice now. Or he'll be like, hey, pasate, like I said, come by and stuff like that, and I'll hang out with him. Yeah. And now that like we talk more, we have like deep conversations. He's always trying to put me on like, yo, do this. You should get a house. You know, plan this out, plan that out. Like he's always trying to put me on stuff. Yeah. So our relationship's good now. That's but there was a while where I was kind of like, you're kind of a stranger, bro. And I kind of like, I had like a lot of, not animosity towards him, but I just felt like a type of way that like, I don't know. I just felt a type of way about him. I was just like, man, like, I don't know. I just felt like a real type of way. Then as I grew older, I was kind of like, well, if I put myself in his shoes, like he just got divorced as well. You know what I'm saying? And then he ends up having another kid and like has 2 more kids after that and marries his other lady and like goes through different jobs and shit. So I'm like, and he's like around my age now back then when all this stuff was going on. So I'm kind of like, damn, like if I was my age now having to navigate through all that divorce, kids, like it's stressful, bro. Right. And I could see where the time goes and like how you're not like trying to reach out as often or how you're not as free to like see your firstborn. Right. So through that and like through us just talking, like shooting the shit and stuff like that about life and how everything is, I have a pretty decent relationship with him now and shit's good. Pretty strong. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But there was a while where I was like, oh my God, like I was kind of avoiding and like any interaction with him because I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. But as I got older, I'm kind of like, it's just my fucking dad. Like, you know what I mean? And my relationship with my stepdad, it was kind of like the same thing. Like as a teenager, I would like get into arguments with him. And then I moved out and he sees, I think him and my mom see like how like, I won't say successful, but I haven't gotten evicted. Right. You know what I'm saying? I haven't gotten locked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're doing well for yourself. Yeah, I'm doing well for myself. I'm not doing too bad. So they kind of see that and they're like, oh, he's not a bad seed. Right. That's good. Hell yeah, dude. And we'll go to the last track, Padres, which is kind of like the Spanish version of the other song. Yeah. Yeah. I wrote down Spanish track. I said, was it difficult writing and creating a melody in Spanish? Would you ever do a complete Spanish album? I had to go through the entire song in English and translate it where it kind of was saying the same things. It was very difficult. I mean, it's difficult trying to say the same things and have it rhyme. Yes. You know? So I just wanted to make it like the same, like a mirror, you know? And so I did my best that I could. Obviously the English track has the rapping verse, the third verse. I didn't translate that one in Spanish, but the Padres one, I mainly did it because I wanted my parents to understand the song a lot better, you know? Because whenever I first showed it to them, it was like in 2017, they heard it in English. And my dad actually likes the English version more than the Spanish one. Okay. Yeah. But your singing in Spanish isn't bad, bro.
I appreciate it.
It isn't bad. Like I could definitely hear you. Like if you ever drifted off to do some like reggaeton kind of shit, like it doesn't sound like that bad, bro. It sounds really good, actually.
I'm so happy that you mentioned that because I have a song coming out with one of my great friends from San Diego. His name is Jay Snazzy. Shout out to Jay Snazzy. We actually met on YouTube. I saw him on YouTube like 10 years ago.
Oh, you're good.
There's this kid, you know, like just rapping on YouTube, and like he's like going off, and I'm like, dang, this is pretty good. So I messaged him. I'm like, hey, bro, let's work. And so like we created music on like years ago, and like on YouTube Beats, and we released it on SoundCloud and all that. And we listened back to it, and we're like amazed at like where we were and where we are now. Mm-hmm. And we actually have a song coming out. It's called Vamos a Bailar, and it was engineered by David Diera. So shout out to David Diera. But it's coming out in August, sometime in August. Let me get the date correctly.
Go ahead.
But it's coming out sometime in August, and it's gonna be my second reggaeton track, because I did that. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's called Brille.
I think so. Yeah.
August 3rd.
August 3rd,
yeah.
Pretty around the corner then.
Yeah, around the corner. You mind if I put this on there?
Go ahead, bro. You could I think you could, let me see. There you go.
Yeah, so shout out to Jay Snazzy. He actually hit me up, and he's like, hey, I want you on the song, and I went and recorded it. And
yeah, I'm saying, like, your singing definitely sounds like nice, bro. It sounds nice for Spanish, so I definitely could see you like going towards there and like being successful in that market as well.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Actually, the very first song that I recorded at David Diera's was a song for my mom. It's called Dia de la Madre. Mm-hmm. And you know who the Temerarios are?
I believe so. That sounds very familiar, actually.
So Los Temerarios is like a ballad, old school type of song from the 80s. Mm-hmm. And a group, and all of their music and other groups, they had like the same kind of like ballad type of music.
Mm-hmm. Is it like Los Ángeles Negros, like that kind of shit?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Uh-huh. And so I made this song in that genre, because I've always loved that kind of music, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very like epic almost. You know what I'm saying? It's very like, I don't want to say cinematic, but I don't know. It's very big. Yeah. You know, it feels big, even though the songs are kind of like not simple, but they're kind of like straightforward. Yeah. The music aspect sounds like real big and grand. Like it just sounds real like.
Yeah, it's cinematic.
Yeah.
I do like that reference. So I say that because I do plan on making an album where it's music like that, mm-hmm. and also an album where it's music like reggaeton. Mm-hmm. But I just really have to sit down and, you know, think of ideas.
See, that's exciting, bro. Like you got those two albums in the works. Lord knows whenever they're gonna come out, but the idea is there, the seed's there, and the fact that you can kind of like keep watering that seed and keep putting more shit towards it, mm-hmm. and like that's dope, bro. Imagine having one album that sounds like that, a bunch of ballads, and another one that's like more reggaeton. Fuck, that sounds like awesome, dude. It sounds like real, like that's dope to have that in your discography, because mm-hmm. it shows like how diverse you are as an artist.
I appreciate that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I don't like to refer myself as a rapper,
or
a singer. You know, like just artist, like, because it comes from a place of like respect, because I know great singers and I know great rappers. You know, so like, not saying that I'm not great as a rapper or a singer, but I feel that
you don't want to like box it in.
Yeah, I don't want to box myself in. Mm-hmm. No offense to the others who just do rap and just do singing. Like, they're great at what they do, you know?
For sure.
But I come from, also it comes from like a place of like, whenever I go up to a person, I'm like, hey, can you go listen to my music? And they ask me, I used to say it's like rap, you know? And then I can tell in their face, or like, oh, like he's like a YouTube or SoundCloud rapper. And they don't like give me the light of day. They won't listen to it. I've had a lot of people say like, I did not expect that. Like, I literally thought you were going to be a SoundCloud rapper. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I really appreciate that. You know, that means a lot to me, because whenever I come up to people, like, it comes from a place where like, of like, please listen, like just one song, like just, and like
take a chance on it.
Take a chance on it and like build an opinion from that, not from what you have been surrounded by.
You don't want to be like
misjudged.
Also, like I won't say predetermined.
Predetermined.
You feel me? Predetermined. Like you walk into like something knowing it already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point to end it on, man. I really appreciate you coming by, bro. And us doing the track by track breakdown. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, dude, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for allowing me to, have the opportunity to talk about my.
Hell yeah, dude! It was awesome. I had a good time listening to it at work. Like I said, I was just chilling, so I was able to like kind of like digest it good. Yeah. And write down the questions. I'm glad you enjoyed the questions.
I did too, man. You did great.
And I really look forward to having you back on, bro.
Hey, man, it'll be for that reggaeton.
Hey, for real, dude. Hey, you're always welcome here, bro.
Thank you.
You're always welcome here, bro.
It, bro.
You got a little spot on the north side, bro. You can always just chill out over here, bro.
Thank you, man.
Got nothing but love for you, bro. Appreciate you coming by.
All right, bro.
That's going to do it for this week's episode of A Thinking Boy podcast. I've been your host, Cesar Perez, with
Gilbert Soul.
Till next time.
Take
Peace.
care. Hell yeah, bro. Dude, that was awesome, man.